boxing fans, what a night it was, and what a moment for the history books. Terence "Bud" Crawford, already considered one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, stepped into the ring against the Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez. Many doubted him. Many thought Canelo's size, power, and experience at higher weight classes would be too much. But Crawford came prepared, focused, and absolutely determined to prove his greatness once again. From the very first bell, you could feel the energy in the arena. The crowd was roaring, half in support of Canelo, half for Crawford, and the atmosphere was electric. Canelo came out strong, working the jab, throwing combinations, and showing his trademark head movement. But Crawford, calm as always, began downloading information, reading every move.
Appreciate you. Congratulations. Sorry.
Muchas gracias a todos, de verdad, Gracias a todos.
Richard, your thoughts? Your thoughts?
Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. And Crawford was just a bit better tonight. And, live and learn.
Canelo, just one, please.
Guys, we gotta go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? It's just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy. He's better.
Yeah. Canelo, I may be the only one. I thought you won the fight. I scored it for you.
We need to accept it. We need to accept it, no matter what. In the scorecard, we lost it.
Well, you're the best. You're the number one fighter in the world, and I think keep shining.
You want the rematch, Canelo?
Tres derrotas, dos son entre dos de los 15 mejores boxeadores de la historia, así que habla de ti.
Move and adjusting his timing. That's what makes Crawford so dangerous. He's a master of adjustments. In the first few rounds, it was close, competitive, and exciting. Fans were on the edge of their seats, not sure which way the fight was going to swing. As the middle rounds came, Crawford began to take over. His jab found the target again and again. His counters were sharp, his footwork smooth, and his defense airtight. Every time Canelo tried to land those power shots, Crawford slipped just out of range and fired back with precision. It was a masterclass of boxing, and slowly the momentum shifted entirely in Crawford's favor. By the championship rounds, it was clear. Crawford was in control, landing cleaner shots, frustrating Canelo, and showing that his skills could neutralize even one of the most feared fighters of this generation. When the final bell rang, the world knew what had just happened. The judges confirmed it. Terence Crawford had defeated Canelo Alvarez. The crowd exploded, some in shock, some in celebration. Crawford had done what many thought impossible. But then came the moment that truly defined the night. The moment that reminded everyone that boxing is not just about fists, it's about respect, legacy, and honor. Instead of taunting, instead of gloating, instead of mocking his fallen rival, Crawford did something extraordinary. He walked over to Canelo Alvarez, the man he had just beaten, and returned his titles. He placed them back in Canelo's hands and said words that stunned the audience. "You are still a great champion. Tonight was my night, but your legacy remains." The arena fell silent for a moment before erupting into thunderous applause. Even the commentators were speechless. It was a gesture of pure respect, something rarely seen in the brutal world of prize fighting. Canelo, emotional and visibly moved, nodded in appreciation. His eyes told the story. He knew he had been beaten, but he also knew he was being honored in a way that very few fighters ever experience. He embraced Crawford right there in the center of the ring. Two champions, two warriors, showing the world that respect runs deeper than rivalry. That hug, that embrace will be remembered for years to come. The image of Crawford and Canelo holding each other after 12 hard rounds symbolized something much bigger than just a fight. It symbolized brotherhood, sportsmanship, and the unbreakable bond between two fighters who give everything they have inside the squared circle. Fans watching at home and in the arena knew they had just witnessed history. Crawford could have done anything in that moment. He could have shouted, celebrated wildly, or even disrespected his opponent. Instead, he chose humility. He chose honor. And that's why so many people are calling this one of the classiest moments in boxing history. The crowd, regardless of who they supported, rose to their feet and gave both men a standing ovation. It wasn't just about Crawford's victory. It was about the message that respect will always outshine rivalry. In the post-fight interviews, Crawford once again showed his character. He praised Canelo, saying he has always admired his career, his skills, and his accomplishments. He reminded everyone that Canelo is still one of the greatest fighters of this generation, and that this fight was simply another chapter in the story of boxing. Crawford made it clear that beating Canelo was not about tearing him down. It was about testing himself against the best and proving his own greatness. Canelo, for his part, showed the heart of a true champion. He admitted defeat with grace, congratulated Crawford, and thanked him for the respect. He told the fans that this is boxing. You win some, you lose some. But what matters most is the legacy you leave behind. And with those words, he too earned the respect of millions watching around the globe. Moments like these are rare in boxing. Too often we see trash talk, bad blood, and grudges that last for years. But on this night, in this ring, we saw something different. We saw two men who had given everything, two men who had pushed each other to the limit, and two men who respected the sacrifices it took to get there. This wasn't just a fight. It was a lesson in humility, in honor, and in what it means to be a true champion. Fans will debate the fight for years. They will analyze the rounds, the punches landed, the strategies used. They will argue about where Crawford ranks among the all-time greats and whether Canelo can bounce back. But one thing no one will forget is the image of Crawford giving those titles back and embracing his rival. That is the moment that defines this night. Even outside of the boxing world, people are talking about it. On social media, clips of the embrace are going viral. Fans from all over the world, whether they follow boxing or not, are commenting on the respect shown. It's a reminder that even in the toughest sport, where pain and punishment are constant, humanity still shines through. Crawford's legacy has grown even bigger with this win. He didn't just add another name to his resume, he added another layer to his reputation. He is not only one of the most skilled fighters alive, but also one of the most respectful. That combination of talent and humility is rare, and it's why people will remember this night for a very long time. Canelo's legacy, too, remains intact. One loss does not erase everything he has accomplished. He has been at the top of the sport for years, fought the best, and given fans countless memorable nights. And now, even in defeat, he has shown dignity and class. That's why fans still love him, and that's why he will always be remembered as one of the greats. As the night ended and the lights dimmed in the arena, the boxing world had a new story to tell. Not just of Crawford's victory, but of respect, humility, and honor. The story of how two champions showed the world that there is more to fighting than fists and belts. There is also heart, respect, and legacy. So, boxing fans, what do you think? Was this the classiest moment we've ever seen in the sport? Was Crawford's gesture the ultimate sign of respect? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, moments like these are why we love boxing. Not just for the punches, not just for the knockouts, but for the humanity, the drama, and the respect that comes when two warriors meet in the ring. Stay tuned for more updates, highlights, and analysis from the world of boxing. And as always, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fight fans, and subscribe to the channel for more breaking news and coverage of the sport we all love. Terence Crawford has defeated Canelo Alvarez, but more importantly, he has reminded us all what it truly means to be a champion.